With so many different types of email marketing systems out there, it can be really hard to figure out the right one for your business or what you really need in an email marketing system. So for today, I'm going to talk to you about a few things that you might want to consider, but 3 things that you really need if you want to create a funnel for your customers to go through and a way to really engage your customer base, get your system set up so that it's going to be working for you. Hi Remarkables, thank you so much for being here today. You're watching Social Life with Ashlee Tate, and if you're new to my channel, I generally share how to increase your profit, how to share your purpose, and maximize your productivity so you can design your life and business on purpose while managing it all. So first, let's talk about a couple of things that you actually just want to consider. The first thing is price. So many of these email platforms are generally going to be in the range between, around $12 to $30. So somewhere in there, you can plan on paying about that amount. ConvertKit, which is the email provider that I currently use, charges about $29 per month, or I think there might be like a $19 plan on there as well. It's something that just all of us, we all pay that. Or you can move up to more robust platforms that are going to actually include making courses and things like that, so you can have it all bundled into one, and you just have to know if that's something that your business is going to require or needs specific to what you're actually trying to do. And that's why it's so important to understand your overall strategy rather than just using different tactics. So when we're looking at some of these things, I want you just to keep in mind what your strategy is for your business. Now, if you watched my second video in this series that talks about the one tool that you need and why you'll be using it. So when you're thinking about setting up your email marketing system, a couple of things that you want to think about are, like I mentioned, price. Then you want to think about ease of use. Some of these email marketing systems are a little clunkier than others, and you need to know yourself. If you are someone who doesn't want to deal with too much technology and you want more of a drag and drop system, there are quite a few systems out there. Because I am not a tech at all, I chose to use ConvertKit for having a plug and drop type of system that works for me. So you also want to look at integrations. You need to know what type of website you have and if that integration is actually going to work with that type of website. So if some of you that have Squarespace, ConvertKit may not work for you unless you use Zapier, or some of you that have WordPress that want to use the WordPress landing pages, will they integrate with your email marketing system? You need to know those things. These are things just to ask your web developer if you have one, or things for you to find out and research on your own relating to what type of website you have, because that really will make a difference in how clunky it is for your customer as well, the types of linking that you're going to be using, and how you're going to talk about signing up for your email list. Some people want people to go directly to their website and sign up for their email list. And some people just use their email marketing system directly and use that link and their landing pages for them to sign up, for their customers to sign up. So you need to figure out how your business is set up and how you'd like to introduce people to your email marketing system. Let's jump into my top 3 must-haves. My number 1 must-have is a drip campaign. So you may have heard me talk about in the KLT strategy how there are certain emails that you should send out to every new subscriber. You do not have to do that on your own. You don't have to wait for that subscriber to open one and then read it, and then you're going to send another, and then they read it, and then you send another. That's not how it works. That's why you want to have a drip campaign. What this drip campaign allows you to do is to create these emails long before, and when someone signs up to your email list, they will have that content dripped out to them by a number of days that you set in motion. So you pre-schedule the number of days in between each of these emails that are going to go out, and that subscriber will get them whether they get it on a Saturday or they get it on a Monday, or they sign up on a Tuesday and they need to get it on a Friday. You are not a part of this. But what you are doing is you are introducing your customer to your brand, and that's very important. And I talk about a lot of that in this video, the KLT strategy video. My number 2 must-have is segmentation. You want to make sure that you can segment your audience into different groups. So let's just say you're a nonprofit and you have donors coming in and you have people who are actually receiving services, so clients coming in for your nonprofit, and then maybe you have your board emails that you want to send out, or donor advised funds that you want to send out, and you have maybe a special group. Or maybe say you're a for-profit business and you have customers who like the blue widget and you have customers who like the pink widget. But you don't want to talk to the people who like the blue widget about the pink widget, or the pink widget about the blue widget people. Basically, you want to keep your people separate. You have different segments of your audience that you want to focus your information on. So you want to be sure that you can segment that out. And sometimes if you have to have everyone on the same list, your message gets lost just from who you're talking to, because it's not very targeted to the audience that it needed to speak to. Now, my number 3 must-have is landing pages and forms. So when you see things like join the tribe, if you've ever gone and signed up for my join the tribe, you know that you're on a landing page. And basically this is just one page that talks specifically about one thing, and it has one call to action. And they are really asking you to put in your email address and your name. And that's what you want your customer to do. That's it. Or maybe you want them to download your freebie that you have and you want them to do that one thing. That's a landing page and form. And what that is when you do this, now there are other ways to do this. You can use lead pages. You can use lots of other types of tools that you can integrate into your email marketing system. But nowadays, most email marketing systems include this in their system. And that's the best way to have it, because that way you're not using a piece over here that has to integrate with a piece over here. You are a business owner and you're busy and no one wants to think about all of that. So what I want you to keep in mind is just that you are looking for these 3 things in your email marketing system. These are the biggest pieces of the start of your funnel. So if you're trying to get people in and you want to build an audience, these are some of the tools that you're going to need to really nurture that relationship and to make sure that people are getting what they need from you on a timely basis, in something that's automated. You don't have to think about it. We're trying to automate a lot of our business, and this is something that's really important to really being able to scale and build a larger audience. So now that you know a few of the things you should keep in mind for your email marketing system and 3 of my must-haves, I'm going to give you 2 more things that I feel like they're like extras and they would be helpful if they were in your email marketing system, but they're not must-haves. So the first thing is having a autoresponder. That means if someone signs up for your email, immediately something's going to go out and say, thank you for signing up. Confirm your subscription here. And that could be a very quick autoresponder. And you just want to make sure that you have something like that on your email. Now, you don't have to have it just say that. You can change it around. It can say other things, but you don't then add a drip campaign behind that. And that's why I'm saying you don't absolutely have to have the autoresponder, but you do need to have a drip campaign in order to start building that relationship with your customer. The next thing I will say that is a nice to have is A/B testing. Now, there are some platforms and email marketing systems that will give you A/B testing as just part of the basic package. It's not something I would recommend like paying more for, but it is something that's nice to have, because let's just say you write out a title and you aren't sure if really you should have added something else and you want to kind of gauge what your audience is really looking for. You can add both titles and it will send half to some of your subscribers and half to the other bit of your subscribers. And it'll tell you which title actually did better. And what that does is just give you more insight into what your customers are wanting and what they enjoy from you, what they want to hear from you, the words they enjoy more so than the other words. And so it's just a nice way to use as testing for your messaging. And that's why I'm putting it in the nice to have bucket. So now that you know what you can expect to pay, what you should be looking for, and what the must-haves are for your business, you should be on your way to finding your new email marketing system, setting it up, using the know, like, and trust strategy in my last video. And I teach you a few things in that video of like what to say in your first few emails. And if you'd like to dive deeper into this type of stuff, how to build your funnel, the things you should say in it, getting some feedback, all of those things, come join us in the Unleash Your Profit course, and I will leave that link down below. And that's where we help you really build your audience and start to create a way for you to have both income and impact. So that's all I have for you guys this week. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week. Now get out there and unleash your something amazing. Bye, guys.